And you don't. I welcome you all yet again to another video up here on Celeb Corner KE as we get to discuss the matters that are rising in the country. Na kwa sasa nataka tumwangazie Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Rais William Ruto. Because a lot has been said lately in regards to his current betrayal to the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, who is currently facing a purported impeachment motion which, according to the information that we have, the motion on the impeachment of the DP is supposed to be tabled tomorrow. Now, what is this motion? The motion is to kick out the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. But apart from this, apart from the impeachment motion, something new has really caught my attention, and it's in regards to a threat to the president. Oh, by the time that he was the deputy president, this man really fought so hard to see William Ruto become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. He did everything in his power to make sure that Ruto wins. But now the guy is facing an auction where his property is being taken away from him. This is none other than David Langat, popularly known to many Kenyans as DL. Now, David Langat, a prominent billionaire from Nandi, has become a symbol of growing political discontent, expressing his frustrations over the lack of reward for his key role in President William Ruto's campaign. Once a vital figure in securing Ruto's election victory, Langat now faces the grim prospect of financial ruin, and his public grievances have contributed to the narrative of unfulfilled promises by the current administration. Now, at the funeral of his mother, Langat took the opportunity to break his silence, delivering a cryptic yet heartfelt message about feeling abandoned by the leadership he helped elevate to power. A report suggests that Langat made mass sacrifices, including taking out significant loans against his property to fund Ruto's campaign efforts. Today, however, with mounting debts and the looming threat of property auctions, he finds himself on the verge of financial collapse, allegedly without any support from the president he once loyally backed. Although Langat stopped short of directly naming Ruto, his dissatisfaction was evident in the metaphor he chose, comparing himself to those who worked the land but were left behind after the harvest only to watch others reap the rewards. Langat's subtle yet powerful words struck a chord. A statement touches on what many now see as a recurring pattern within the current government: loyalty and sacrifice going unrecognized, leaving key supporters feeling disillusioned and betrayed. Now, allow me to diverge into this matter with an open mind. Kulingana na taarifa za undani ambazo tunazo ni ya kwamba David Langat ni moja ambao waliweza kutumia utajiri wao na kuchukua maloni katika mataifa tofauti na pia taifa la Kenya kwa ajili ya kampeni ya William Ruto. William Ruto alimtumia David Langat to take loans, use your property, use your billions, use your company to take loans for. Once I become the president, I will refund the money. But Ruto, when he became the president, hajarudisha hizo do, and what he did, now the auctioneers are currently knocking on the door of David Langat, taking back his properties to repay the loans that he took. Loans amounting to billions of shillings. Na cha kushangaza ni kwamba that the money the companies the Langat ambazo zina auctioniwa right now, Ruto's companies are the ones that are buying what? Langat's companies. Yani, imagine of this type of betrayal where you sacrifice everything for a man, alafu at your time of need he buys your company from the auctioneers, because alafu anazinunua at a very cheap price compared to what your companies are worth. Yet hizi kampuni kufikia point ambapo zinakuwa taken over, it's because you sacrificed a lot. You decided to take a loan for these guys so that you will run for the presidency, with a promise that he will reward you once he becomes the president of the Republic of Kenya. And the problems of David Langat have not started here today. Hazijaanza leo. They started back in 2023, just after Ruto had stayed for about a year in office. According to a publication by the Business Daily in the country, the empire of David Langat at question. Auctioneer Sheikh billionaire David Langat's empire over a 2.1 billion debt. Now, billionaire businessman David Langat was drawn into unfamiliar territory after auctioneers put up his tea estate in Nandi and office blocks in Mombasa for forced sale to raise more than 2.1 billion owned to a local bank. Popularly known as DL, the tycoon made his fortune running his empire from Mombasa and has vast interest in real estate, agribusiness, hospitality, and the energy sectors, among others. His troubles with auctioneers became public, drawing public attention to a man who has largely kept off the limelight. Now, he declined to give details about the auction notice when reached for comment. I am going to give you all the details and the inside information on the happenings and the inside story at the DL Koisaga Tea Company in Nandi County. He told the Business Daily on the phone, but he did not return calls afterwards. A source at Graham Investment told the Business Daily that they hope to sell the expansive tea estate at 1.9 billion in the first sale to be held on August 1st at the auctioneer's office in Nairobi's Westlands area. That was last year. Should I remind you that this estate of David Langat was bought by one of Ruto's company at a cheaper price, while the estate is estimated to be at about 5 billion and above. Ilinunuliwa for cheap, for just a few coins, because it had a loss of a very large amount of money, kwa sababu ilinunuliwa at 1.9, yet ilikuwa inasaposiwa kuuzwa over 5 billion Kenyan shillings. Now, the billionaire is considered close confidant of President William Ruto. When Ruto visited Kapsabet in March 2023 for prayers, he was among the leaders who accompanied the head of state, but he has since kept a low profile. The Koisaga Tea group of companies based in Nandi Hills comprises land measuring about 1,342 acres, plants, and machinery. The auction notice stated that the land is developed with an exclusive tea zone for export-oriented commercial tea cultivation. The estate also has 2.47 million tea bushes occupying 958.75 acres. Other portions of the tea estate are under residential use, managerial houses, and labor camps. Now, wood loot are periodically harvested to provide wood fuel to the tea processing. Now, Mr. Lagarde is among the businessmen from the North Rift that backed Dr. Ruto's 2022 presidential bid. He was named by the president to the National Investment Council and has invested in agribusiness and real estate, and as I said. Now, there is a chemical store, a factory, a washroom, labor camps with shops, a social hall, managerial houses, guest houses, a swimming pool, and chairman's residence at the said estate. Mambo ni mengi kuhusiana na estate ya ujamaa, but the main point is Ruto ni msaliti mkubwa. Look at it right now. If Ruto used this man to acquire a loan, enda nichukulie loan, tutalipa. Nichukulie loan ni campaign nayo, and I promise you, nikikuwa rais, hiyo mambo haitawahi kusumbua tena. Man becomes president and your property start being auctioned and his family starts buying the properties. Karibu katika shamba la wanyama. Ndilo hili taifa la Kenya kwa sasa. Wewe maoni yako ni yapi? Achia comment hapo kwenye comment section. Kumbuka, hii ni Celeb Kona KE, tuungane katika video zetu zijazo.